Okay, so 5 through, I don't know, 8. Okay, so if we look for things in our ordered pairs that are also in the table, let's see if there are any. I don't see any x values that match. And darn it, I don't see any y values that match. And so we are going to have to do this one completely by hand all the way through. So it looks like here we're going down by -3 on the right. Over here we are going up by 2. And so it looks like our slope is going to be -3 over 2. And our y-intercept is not given to us. And so probably the easiest way in this case to find it is going to be to extend the table. And so if we go up by 2, we get 2. If we go up by 2 more, we get 0. If we go down by 3, we get -5. If we go down by 3 more, we get -8. So our y-intercept is -8. And so our equation would look something like y equals -3 over 2x plus, oops, not plus, minus 8. This is kind of a nasty one. So it looks like for part A, we're going to have -8 is equal to -3 over 2 times 4 minus 8. So -8 is equal to -12 over 2 minus 8. And I can already see that this is not going to work because there's an 8 on both sides and there's also something else. So these are not going to be equal. So A is not going to be a solution. For B, we've got y equals -3 over 2x minus 8. And so our y value is -6 is equal to -3 over 2 times 0 minus 8. I can already see that this one's not going to work as well because -6 is not going to be equal to 0 minus 8. So B is out. C, y equals -3 over 2x minus 8. So we're going to have -14 equals -3 over 2 times 4 minus 8. So -14 is equal to -12 over 2 minus 8. -14 equals -6 minus 8. And yes, -14 is equal to -14. So C is a yes. It does satisfy the function. And then D, y equals -3 halves x minus 8. So 0 is equal to -3 over 2 times 5 minus 8. 0 is equal to -15 over 2 minus 8. I can see this one's not going to work. 0 is equal to -7.5 minus 8. And that's not going to be true. 0 is not equal to -15.5. So no for part D. Okay, I'll leave this here for notes if that's something you need. And that one was particularly nasty. 5 is a toughie. So I'm going to move on. Number 6, we've got to look on our thing and see if there's anything in our table that matches the ordered pairs we already have. And I do see right here we have a match. So that one automatically is a yes. -7 and -3, neither of those are in the table. 10 and 21, neither of those are in the table. And 0, -1, neither of those are in the table. So I also see that we don't have a y-intercept, so we're going to have to do something about that. It looks like we will be able to figure that one out pretty easily, though. We'll take a look. So this is going down by 2 over here each time. Over here, it's going down by 4. And so our slope is going to be -2 over -4, which is the same as 1/2. Positive 1/2 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And so if we use the fact that our slope is 1/2, let me pause the video and think for a moment about how I'm going to find our y-intercept for this one. So I've come to the conclusion that this one is actually broken. We're going to skip number 6. Waka, waka, waka. Okay. Skip. Alrighty, everyone, because we don't want to have to deal with having a fractional y-intercept or any of that stuff. So 6 is out. Goodbye, number 6. Alrighty. Moving on with our lives to number 7, everyone. Let's take a look and see if there's anything in the table that is also in the points. It looks like the answer is no, so we're going to have to do every one of these by hand. So 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. So slope is 2 over 1, or 2. And our y-intercept, we just count back 1 on that side and back 2 on that side, we get a y-intercept of 1. So our equation is going to be y equals 2x plus 1. And so we'll test our y values and x values. So for part A, we've got 4 equals 2 times 9 plus 1. 4 equals 18 plus 1. The answer is no. 4 is not equal to 19. So A is out. B, y equals 2x plus 1. 13 equals 2 times 6 plus 1. 13 equals 12 plus 1. 13 equals 13. It sure does. So for part C, y equals 2x plus 1. We've got negative 11 equals 2 times negative 5 plus 1. Negative 11 equals negative 10 plus 1. Close, but no, negative 11 is not equal to negative 9. So C is out. And lastly, D, we've got our equation, y equals 2x plus 1. Negative 15 equals 2 times negative 8 plus 1. Negative 15 equals negative 16 plus 1. And yes, negative 15 is equal to negative 15. So for D, D does satisfy the function. And last one for this worksheet today, I'll pause here so you can take notes and things if you need to. And then number 8, we've got to see if there's anything in our table that is also in the points. I don't see anything, so we get to do this whole thing just like we did the last one. So positive 4, positive 4, positive 4, positive 4. And 10, 10, 10, 10. So our slope is 4/10, or 2 over 5. Now our y-intercept, if we were to come back 10 over here to get to 0, we'd have to come down 4 over here, we get negative 32. So our our equation is going to be y equals 2/5 x minus 32. So let's test our first set of points. We've got negative 25 equals 2/5 x, and I need to replace my x, getting tired, times 15 minus 32. So negative 25 equals 30 over 5 minus 32. Negative 25 equals 6 minus 32. And negative 25 is not equal to negative 26. So no, A is not a solution. If we move on to B, we've got y equals 2/5 x minus 32. So negative 30 equals 2/5 times 5 minus 32. So negative 30 equals 10 over 5 minus 32. Negative 30 is equal to 2 minus 32. And yes, negative 30 is equal to negative 30. For C, y equals 2/5 x minus 32. 26.4, it's a weird one, equals 2/5 times 14 minus 32. Again, I think a calculator is a great thing to use here. So 26.4 is equal to 28 over 5 minus 32. And I can already see that this is not going to work because it's going to be like a big old negative number. But anyway, 26.4 equals, what is that, 5.12? Let me get my calculator real quick. 28 divided by 5. 5.6. Terrible math on my part that time. 5.6 minus 32. I'm going to have to use my calculator for that one too. 5.6 minus 32 is negative 26.4. Oh, and it's been negative 26.4 the whole time. I forgot the negative sign. I missed it. So negative 26.4 is equal to negative 26.4. That's the end of the day here at Harrison. I'm still working. Okay, we got one more to test, guys. We got D. So let's take a look at D here. We've got y equals 2/5 x minus 32. And we've got 30 is equal to 2/5 times negative 20 minus 32. 30 equals negative 40 over 5 minus 32. And so 30 is equal to negative 8 minus 32. That's going to be 30 is equal to 40. It is not. So D is not a solution to this. D does not satisfy this function. So I'll leave that there for notes and such if that's something that you need. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.